Welcome to our guide on building better relationships at work. Did you know that 85% of job success comes from having well-developed people skills, while only 15% is due to technical knowledge? Shocking, right? In today's workplace, relationships are more important than ever. In fact, Gallup found that having a best friend at work can boost job satisfaction by 50%. Yet, many of us struggle with building strong connections at work. Why does this matter? Because better relationships lead to better teamwork, more job satisfaction, and faster career advancement. Imagine going to work every day where you feel valued and understood by your colleagues. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? In this video, we'll share 9 essential tips that will help you build stronger, more meaningful relationships at work. From the power of a genuine smile to mastering nonverbal communication, we've got you covered. We'll also dive into the art of giving and receiving feedback, the secrets of networking like a pro, and how to turn conflicts into opportunities. Plus, we'll reveal the surprising role of empathy and emotional intelligence in connecting with your colleagues on a deeper level. Ready to transform your work life? Let's get started on this journey to building better relationships at work. Stick around for tips that could change how you see your workplace forever. Chapter 1: The Power of a Genuine Smile, Creating Positive First Impressions. A genuine smile can work wonders in the workplace. Did you know that smiling activates neural messaging that benefits your health and happiness? When you smile at someone, it creates a positive feedback loop, making both parties feel better. According to a study by the University of Kansas, smiling can actually reduce stress and lower heart rates during challenging tasks. When you greet your colleagues with a smile, you're not just being polite, you're fostering a happier and more productive work environment. First impressions matter. In fact, research shows that it takes just 7 seconds to make a first impression. A warm smile is a quick way to ensure that this impression is a positive one. People are naturally drawn to those who appear friendly and approachable. Try this: next time you walk into a meeting, make a conscious effort to smile genuinely at everyone. Notice the difference in how you're received. It's a small gesture with big returns. Smiling can also make you seem more confident. A study from the University of Aberdeen found that people who smile are often seen as more trustworthy and capable. So, keep it simple. Smile more often. It's a powerful tool in building better relationships at work. Chapter 2: Active Listening, the Secret Weapon for Workplace Harmony. Listening is more than just hearing words. Active listening means fully engaging with the speaker, showing empathy, and responding thoughtfully. This skill can transform your workplace relationships. Consider this: a study by Wright State University found that effective listening can increase job satisfaction, reduce misunderstandings, and foster better teamwork. It's about being present and showing you care about what's being said. How can you become an active listener? Start by giving your full attention. Put away distractions like your phone or computer. Maintain eye contact and nod occasionally to show you're engaged. These simple actions can make a huge difference. Another key aspect is reflecting back what you hear. For example, if a colleague says they're overwhelmed with a project, you might respond with, "It sounds like you're dealing with a lot right now." This shows you understand and validate their feelings. Interestingly, active listening also involves asking open-ended questions. Instead of yes or no questions, try asking, "Can you tell me more about that?" Or "How do you feel about this situation?" These questions encourage deeper conversations and show genuine interest. Remember, listening is a two-way street. Encourage others to share their thoughts and be open to feedback. According to the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This principle can lead to more meaningful and productive interactions. Incorporate active listening into your daily routine. You'll likely see improvements in your relationships and overall work environment. Chapter 3: Mastering Nonverbal Communication, Speaking Without Words. Nonverbal communication speaks volumes, often more than our words do. Body language, gestures, and facial expressions can convey trust, confidence, and openness. Did you know that 55% of communication is nonverbal, according to psychologist Albert Mehrabian? This means your body language is crucial in how your message is received. Start with your posture. Standing or sitting up straight exudes confidence. Slouching, on the other hand, can make you appear disinterested or unmotivated. When you're engaged in conversation, lean slightly forward to show attentiveness. Eye contact is another powerful tool. Maintaining eye contact shows you're focused and sincere. However, avoid staring, as it can come off as aggressive. Aim for natural, steady eye contact to build rapport. Your gestures also matter. Open gestures, like showing your palms, can indicate openness and honesty. Avoid crossing your arms, which can be perceived as defensive or closed off. Use hand movements to emphasize points, but keep them controlled to avoid distractions. Facial expressions are equally important. A genuine smile, as we discussed earlier, can set a positive tone. But also be mindful of your expressions in different contexts. A nod can show agreement, while a raised eyebrow might indicate curiosity or skepticism. Consider this interesting fact. A study published in the journal Emotion found that people can recognize complex emotions just by observing facial expressions. This underscores the importance of being aware of the signals you're sending with your face. Remember, consistency is key. Your words and nonverbal cues should align. Mixed messages can lead to confusion and mistrust. For example, if you're giving positive feedback but your body language is closed off, it can undermine your message. Practice makes perfect. Observe your nonverbal communication and adjust as needed. With time, you'll become more adept at using these cues to enhance your workplace relationships. Chapter 4: The Art of Giving and Receiving Constructive Feedback. Giving and receiving feedback can be tricky, but it's crucial for growth. Constructive feedback, when done right, helps build trust and improves performance. Start with the basics. When giving feedback, focus on the behavior, not the person. For example, instead of saying, "You're always late," try, "I've noticed you've been arriving late recently." This way, you're addressing the issue without making it personal. Timing is everything. Offer feedback as soon as possible after the event. This ensures the context is fresh and the information is relevant. Also, choose a private setting to avoid embarrassing the person in front of others. Be specific. Vague feedback like "good job" or "that wasn't great" isn't helpful. Instead, point out exactly what was done well or what needs improvement. For instance, your presentation was clear and concise, but it could benefit from more data to support your points. Use the sandwich method. Start with a positive comment, then provide the constructive feedback, and end with another positive note. This approach can make the feedback easier to accept and show that you recognize the person's strengths. Receiving feedback is just as important. Stay open and listen without interrupting. It's natural to feel defensive, but try to see feedback as an opportunity to improve. Ask clarifying questions if you're unsure about something. An interesting fact, according to a study by Zinger/Folkman, those who ask for feedback are perceived as more effective by their peers. This shows that seeking feedback can actually enhance your reputation. Remember to thank the person giving you feedback. It takes courage to provide constructive criticism, and acknowledging their effort can strengthen your relationship. Incorporate the feedback into your work. Show that you're willing to learn and grow. As Ken Blanchard, author of The 1-Minute Manager, says, "Feedback is the breakfast of champions." Embrace it and watch your career flourish. Chapter 5: Building Trust Through Consistency and Integrity. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. At work, it leads to better collaboration and a more positive environment. Consistency and integrity are key to building this trust. Start by being reliable. Do what you say you'll do, and meet your deadlines. When colleagues know they can count on you, trust grows. In fact, a study by Harvard Business Review found that reliability is one of the top qualities people look for in their coworkers. Integrity means being honest and transparent. If you make a mistake, own up to it. Everyone makes errors, but how you handle them speaks volumes about your character. Admitting your mistakes and taking steps to correct them shows accountability. Keep your promises. If you commit to something, follow through. Broken promises can damage trust quickly. If circumstances change and you can't fulfill a promise, communicate openly about it and find a solution. Confidentiality is also crucial. If a colleague confides in you, respect their privacy. Sharing confidential information can destroy trust and harm your reputation. Show respect to everyone, regardless of their position. Treating people with kindness and consideration creates a culture of trust. A study by the American Psychological Association found that employees who feel respected by their leaders are more likely to be engaged and productive. Consistency extends to your behavior and attitudes. Avoid mood swings and maintain a steady demeanor. This predictability helps others feel secure and fosters a trusting environment. Reflect on your values and ensure your actions align with them. When your behavior matches your principles, you demonstrate integrity. As author Brené Brown says, integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them. Trust building takes time, but the payoff is worth it. By being consistent and acting with integrity, you'll create stronger, more positive relationships at work. Chapter 6: Networking like a pro, building a web of support. Networking isn't just about collecting business cards. It's about building a web of support that can help you advance your career. Effective networking is strategic and mutually beneficial. Start by being genuine. People can sense when you're only interested in what they can do for you. Approach networking with a mindset of building real relationships. Show interest in others' work and listen actively. Attend industry events and workshops. These are great opportunities to meet people in your field. Prepare a few conversation starters and be ready to talk about your own work succinctly. A study by LinkedIn found that 85% of jobs are filled through networking, highlighting its importance. Leverage social media, particularly LinkedIn. Connect with colleagues, join relevant groups, and participate in discussions. Share insightful content to establish yourself as a thought leader in your area. Don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire. A polite, thoughtful message can open doors. Mention specific things you appreciate about their work and suggest a coffee meeting or a brief call. Remember, the worst they can say is no. Follow-up is crucial. After meeting someone, send a personalized follow-up message. Reference something you discussed to jog their memory. This helps solidify the connection. Offer help before asking for it. Networking is a two-way street. If you can provide value to someone, do it. This generosity often leads to reciprocal actions. According to Adam Grant, author of Give and Take, giving more than you take can lead to greater long-term success. Keep in touch regularly. Check in with your network periodically, even if it's just to say hello or share an interesting article. This keeps the relationship warm and shows you care. Diversify your network. Don't just connect with people in your immediate field. A diverse network can provide broader perspectives and unexpected opportunities. Finally, be patient. Building a strong network takes time. Focus on quality over quantity. Deep, meaningful connections are more valuable than a long list of contacts. By networking strategically and authentically, you'll create a supportive web that can propel your career forward. Chapter 7: Conflict Resolution, turning disagreements into opportunities. Conflict is inevitable at work, but it doesn't have to be negative. When handled well, disagreements can lead to growth and innovation. First, address conflicts promptly. Letting issues fester can make them worse. Approach the person involved and express your desire to resolve the issue calmly. Active listening is key. Allow the other person to share their perspective without interruption. Acknowledge their feelings and show empathy. According to a study by the Journal of Applied Psychology, employees who feel heard are more likely to cooperate and find solutions. Use I statements instead of you statements to avoid sounding accusatory. For example, say, "I felt overlooked in the meeting," rather than, "You ignored me." This shifts the focus to your feelings rather than blaming the other person. Find common ground. Identify areas where you both agree and build from there. This creates a foundation for a constructive conversation. Stay solution-focused. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, discuss ways to move forward. Brainstorm together to find a resolution that works for both parties. Keep your emotions in check. It's natural to feel upset during a conflict, but staying calm helps you think clearly and respond rationally. If needed, take a break and revisit the conversation when you're both more composed. Seek to understand, then to be understood. This principle from Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People can transform conflict resolution. By truly understanding the other person's viewpoint, you can address the root cause of the disagreement. Sometimes, involving a neutral third party can help. A mediator can facilitate the conversation and ensure both sides are heard. This can be especially useful in more serious conflicts. Once a resolution is reached, follow up. Ensure the agreed upon actions are being implemented and that the issue is truly resolved. This shows commitment to the solution and prevents future misunderstandings. Remember, conflict can be a catalyst for change. As Patrick Lencioni, author of The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, says, the fear of conflict is almost always a sign of problems. Embrace it as an opportunity to improve relationships and processes.